Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday night of all nights. Wednesday night in the house. And we're live. Hello, friends. Lots of you here. Hello, Brenda. Hi, Julie, Melly. How are you guys doing? Hi, Marnie. I'll just make sure everybody can see me. Hi, Vicki, Natalie, Barb, Patty. Hi, guys. You know, it's probably going to be just a couple of us here because this is, hello, Cherie, an unplanned, well, I had it up, right? I posted it. So it was up there if anybody saw it. I just have not been really great in the advertising of the things, which is not unlike my style, right? It's just kind of like, come, friends, and gather. But I'm not really a great promoter in the things. So if you're here, yay. If you're watching after the fact, I'm glad you found the video. We're going to be working tonight. What day was it? Saturday night? I think we went live and we did some drawing. And what I love is a lot of you guys who thought you couldn't draw actually created some beautiful projects. So I made a wreath on 12 by 12. We made another one that's going to be a card, right? I don't know what size card. We'll figure that out as we go, but that's the other one. And then this one that is going to go on a tag, or it could be an embellishment. You could make an embellishment out of it, but really put a title, whatever you want to do. So that's kind of what we're working with tonight. Um, all great intentions to like have all of the things kind of planned and ready to go, but I just grabbed stuff and we're going to make live because that's what this time of year is all about, right? Is just trying to etch a little bit of time out for ourselves. And that's what my plan was for tonight, is to etch a little bit of time out and make something from the mixed media things and the art things that we create to show you that it's worthwhile to take some time to play and to explore a whole different side of your whole creative self. So that's what we're doing tonight. So hello, hello, hello. Hi, Shell. How are you? Hi, Donna, Stephanie, Tony. Hello. So we're going to get right into it. Any questions before we get started? It's been a week already and it's only Wednesday. So the kits that I shipped out for Discover and Create, didn't realize that there wasn't a half padded 12 by 12 paper. So that's what I've spent the last 2 days doing, is finding all of the orders that went out, creating new postage, and we got all of them in the mail. So they all went out either through UPS or Canada Post today. I got all of it ready, and then Denise and Jenna and Rich got all of the stuff together and packed them up, and they are on their way. Rich put them in the car and dropped them off. So it's only for, thank goodness that whoever emailed me about it, the first one was, I was like, oh no, it was on Sunday while we were doing the bonus class. Somebody had mentioned it, or I read an email, I think, right after, and I got right in the car and went over to check the kits and went, oh, I was really hoping it was just a one-off, but it wasn't. And it's been rectified and fixed. And now I go over there tomorrow and I continue with the last of the Canadian kits. So if you added extras, I'm kitting those up, and we're doing the US ones all weekend, and they will go out early next week. So, because that's right, we have to, the US are trickier because we have to load those up and drive them a distance to get them to the postal area that ships to the US. So it's all good, right? It's all good. But it just was an added stress, right? Just a little added stress. But I've really got to the point where you just go, okay, I feel it, and then I deal with it, right? So that's what we do, right? I may be in your area, St. Catharines and Fawn Hill. That's exciting. What are you coming here for? Is it a work thing, family thing? Yes, it is exciting. We're having some pretty, the wind was cold today, but we have no snow or anything. And here's another thing. Don't go out looking for a winter jacket in December, because good luck. Good luck finding one. I have decided that I really want like a black puffer jacket vest, a long one, so it covers my long sweaters. Because in the winter, that's what I wear pretty much, long cardigans. And you can't really wear a short vest with your cardigan because you look kind of like a dork. So I went out looking and I couldn't find one. And my friend Michelle, when I was there, she had lent me hers, and that was what made me want a long puffy puffer vest. Because if you know, and it's too hot to wear a full jacket, but a vest is perfect. So that's what I'm on the lookout for, is a long puffer vest that isn't too thick. Do you like those? Or snowflakes tonight for you guys? Sorry if I'm probably blinding you because there's lots of sparkle in there. But let's flip the camera and get right into the things. If you have any questions, let me know. If you are doing this along with me live, I haven't printed photos because I don't have any Christmas ones for this year really yet. So I'm going to just prep it and add them. So the fun thing is you could prep along and then just print them to fit the size, or you could wait and decide what photos you want to use. But I can add anything on here. Simon has a puffer vest. Simon's, yeah, but they had one. So I'll see if they have it online. I was in there, Natalie. I actually was at Square One today after my dentist appointment, and they had one, and it was a small. And that definitely isn't going to fit me. So I saw it. It's exactly the one I wanted. And then H&M had one, but it was cream, and I don't want a cream jacket. That is just an accident waiting to happen, right? So let's flip the camera and do the things. You guys can keep talking to me because I can read it right here. I'm doing the Christmas baking while I watch. That's exciting, Marnie. What are you baking? What's everybody baking this year? I don't know if I'm going to be baking anything. Going on a 6-week teaching extravaganza kind of took all of my steam away. So the biggest thing I am attempting is to at least get a tree up this year, because we don't have one Christmas decoration out. I haven't fully unpacked my suitcases yet because I came home, was sick, and then had to hit the ground running to get the Discover and Create kits out. So it's like bizarro world here. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't even know if I'm going to do, it sounds terrible, but much for Christmas because we're also going away. So banana bread and fudge for gifts. Oh, I wish I was your friend, Tara. I would like fudge and banana bread, two of my favorites. Just trying to get my daughter ready for her midterms. That's tough too. It's exam time here for our university students, right? They're just trying to get through that. You're making blossom cookies this year. What is that? All different flavors and sprinkles. That's fun. And I haven't started my baking yet. Probably making buckeye balls and marzipan candies. That's fun. Maybe biscotti. I would like that too, Sarah. That would be yummy. Our tree went up last night and has a frog in it. Can't find it and it keeps croaking. Oh my goodness. Where do you live? Because that is not something you would probably hear from a Canadian or any of my friends that live in colder climates. That is absolutely hilarious. That is our funny for the night. Erin has a frog in her tree in Seattle. How'd you have a frog in your tree? Oh my goodness, that is the best, a Christmas frog. I love it. Hi, Vicki Von Richter. And hello, Kari. How you feeling, friend? Are you feeling any better? So I started the video with a sweater on, and I'm not going to lie, I'm in a tank top now because I cannot regulate my temperature. And I need to find some scissors, and then we can get going. So I have not unpacked anything. I would like a magical fairy to come and clean up everything, put my tree up, make me fudge and biscotti, put a tree up with a frog in it, right? All of us need that magic Christmas elf. So if you find one, send it this way. Feeling better, but still darn lingering cough. Well, Kari, I bet you have whatever I have, and it is. But I can tell you it's finally going away. I just have a couple of little coffees. Oh, hello, I'm from Guatemala. Hello. Okay, just wanted to open my drink. Okay, Christmas frog. We need to create a Christmas frog. So friends, do you remember I bought the Barely Art glue? you guys are going to help me tonight with how to put this together so I can use the glue. So do I put this lid on and then just one of these things in it? Is this how this works? Oh my goodness, right, Poppy? Poppy's house sitting, so she's not having a whole bunch of stuff going on either. I need to put up at least, we also have a cat, and a cat who's crazy. So I think that's, or do I put this one and this one goes on? Is that what I do, friends? Or does this go like this? I think, right? Because that's probably the one I would use, right? That precision tip. And is this what covers it? What do you cover the tip with, or do you not cover the tip? Help. What is this for? I don't know, friends. So someone help me if you have this Barely Arts. Is that all I do? Put it on like that? And then you have the pin to unclog it? Hi, Heather. Oh, the pin goes in it? Do you leave the pin, or are you telling me to leave the pin? Does the pin go in it like that? You keep the pin in it? Needle in the tip. Okay, look at me go. Thank you, friends. Oh, this was the topper on here. Dum dum. Right? That's it. Take this off, and I'm all set with the glue. Any other tips for this? Leave the pin. Put that on when you're done for the day. Love it. I need the glue press in my life. Yes, is it from scrapbook.com? But it's out of stock here in New Zealand. Where do I order that from? Tell me about that. I watched Simon Hurley using it the other day. It's the first time I'd seen it. So tell me who sells the glue press, like, so I can buy some. That's it, friends. Doop. I'm all set up now to be a Barely Art glue user. Precision craft glue. Look at me. I feel like I can play Sweet Petunia. Is Sweet Petunia also do the press? Is that what they do? The stamp thing? What is that thing? Platform? Tell me, right? The glue press is my favorite tool now. It's by Sweet Petunia. I'm going to have to order a case of them, right? Yeah, the Misty. Yeah, so I'll find out when they're going to be back in stock. I want some of those. So I need to get that. Barely Art is your favorite. I'm sure I'm going to like this one, and I use the Gina K one, right? So, but it's empty, and I haven't done any of the things. So there, Vicki set up. Now I need to get the glue thing. That's funny that you mentioned it, because I just said to Simon when he was using it, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's that glue thing that you're using? So I will have to source that when they're back in stock. So I need to write that down, because I forgot it as soon as it's out my mouth. So I'm gonna get in touch with my friend who I know who works there. Glue press. And you said that's Sweet Petunia. I will look into that, because I feel like I need it in my life, right? Make sure you put the pin back in when not in use, or it will clog. For sure, Vicki. It uses Nuvo glue, so not good for freezing temperatures. That's probably what the problem is, right? Is you can't order the glue right now. Is that the only glue that will fit in it? Somebody will come out with another one at some point, right? That uses different glue. So I will just have to watch. But I did see that and went, oh, that's kind of cool. Glue, good trimmers, good scissors, right? Tools. Tools are always where it's at when you find something good. Hello, Debbie B. How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Yes, and Nuvo, where does that ship from? Is that from the UK? Isn't that a UK company? You can use any glue. Just put it in their bottles. That's smart. They sell empty Nuvo bottles. So you need, see? We'll have to have a whole discussion on this, because I'll have to go and do a deep dive with a video. There's a blank glue bottle that allows you to use the glue you want. I love that. I heard that you can put any type of glue in a Nouveau bottle. I love it. Is that the thing that Simon Hurley uses? Does it look like kind of like a gun? Is that what it looks like? It looks like a gun with a glue bottle in it, and you just press and it dispenses the glue. Does it like, is there glue overflow? Do you know what I mean? Does it stop when you want it to stop? I want to know the precision of this glue thing. I'll have to go look. Yeah, I have to check this out now, right? It comes in 2 sizes of tips. Yes, it's easier on your hands too. Jennifer McGuire has a good video on the glue press. Good. I'll reach out to all of my card making friends. This, and then stands on a base. I love it. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. I'll check it out for sure. Have you guys all used it? Who out here has tried it? All the reviews are pretty amazing. Yeah, I want to know who's used it, right? Curious minds want to know. So what have I done today to get ready for you guys? Please do. I have heard great things. Yeah, I'll look into it because I'm sure I can find out. I looked for gems in the dark, and this is what you end up with. No, 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 but 2 winners. I missed the boat on the first go round, waiting for it to come back in stock. And that usually takes a while, right? For them to manufacture something like that, we're probably looking at a couple of months. It's not a quick process, right? But you never know. And for these companies like Sweet Petunia, when they order it, they probably ordered heavy. But then as soon as you have heavy hitters, right, out there like Jennifer and Simon and all the card makers using it, everybody will want it because they are very good at testing and telling you how it all works, right? So would sell out really fast. So it will take a while, but I'll make sure I get my order in. So when they come in, that I can have some on hand because I like a good tool, right? I told you that really makes a difference. And now I also have to look at the trimmer you guys told me about, Tim Holt's new trimmer. So I'll have to check that out. I was able to find mine at Sweet Petunia website. She had some in stock. So I want to reach out and see if I can at least test one, right? I'll reach out and see if I can at least test one. I'm gonna check it out and then we'll have a full talk about adhesives. I think it would be fun. So did you guys play along? On Saturday, we did something that I find completely makes my soul happy, and that's just sitting and doodling and drawing and creating my art on a blank piece of paper. And I really feel like when you break it down into shapes, that anybody can do it. Ours might not all look the same, but I find that how we use it, it's a layer, and we're going to put other things on top of it, that anybody can really do this kind of thing, right? Anybody can really do this kind of thing. And I find, like with anything that is a new skill, it takes practice and repetitiveness, right? So the first one you did might have not turned out exactly like you wanted to, but with a little practice and play, I know you guys can get there. So we did the larger one, which I'm going to use for a layout, which is similar to like the layout Natalie did with the stars. I like wreaths. I like circles. I like doing background papers that have a shape that starts and breaks the design down for you. Excuse me. So when I do something like this, I already know kind of how my photos are going to go. I could put some around the wreath to tell a story. I could put a photo strip, right? Or this way, I could put a 4x6 right in the middle if I wanted to. I could do a center design with maybe a banner. I could do maybe 2 3x4s or a 4x6 and a 3x4 on either side. You could do like a little grouping of mini photos in a space in the middle and then put your title on here. Your title could follow the circular shape. It could go straight across. Like you already have, when you have a circle pattern, I find that it kind of is a kickstart to your design process. So we can decide, right? What do we want to do? Photo strip, 4x6 horizontally, a couple on the side, and then kind of put some decoration beside it. but there's not much. All I really need on here is I'm going to mat some photos. However I look at it, I'm just going to mat some photos and then my title and a little embellishment. And then the things that we could do is you could put some glossy accents and glitter on these. I grabbed my scrapbook.com pops of color. So I have some pretty red ones that I would do right at the end. If we decide, I might use these tonight. I could put those on here. So that's kind of where the direction we're going to go with a layout, right? Is the direction we're going to go with the layouts. I have to say that I was pretty happy with my doodles. I love that, Kari. I love that, Kari, right? And you're waiting on Gina K's new die cutting to come back in stock. The die cutting machine, is it an electronic one? I've seen it all over the interwebs, but I haven't really, having been away for 6 weeks, I feel like I missed 10 years of crafting. I don't know what's going on. You guys will have to fill me in. I really don't know what's happening out there with any new releases, anything that's been going on. I feel like I've been living under a rock. And then let's take this, and this is going to be very simple. I feel like that is what's magical, is if you needed to make Christmas cards, this would not take long at all. The other thing you could do is you could design one and then go and get them copied. And you could have your own hand painted Christmas cards to send people, right? Or this could go on a thank you note for Christmas gifts, or that you're going to somebody's house maybe and you're bringing a bottle of wine or housewarming. You could make a little card out of that, right? So that's fun, right? Zentangles, lots of fun. Not electronic, but adjustable for tension. So is that good for like more intricate dies? Karen, is that what the awesomeness? Well, I love Gina, so anything she brings out, I'd be right there in line to support her. So I'll have to look into that too. But yes, I will have to watch, because she'll have tons of very informative videos, I'm sure. I will have to, when I get a chance, take a look and watch that, because we need that, right? For those intricate dies that never seem to cut. I love that. So I'll have to check it out. So not electronic, but adjustable for tension. Very, very cool. And then this one, what do you guys want me to make it into a tag, or just use it as an embellishment? Because then really all we need to do is put like some gems on here, and that totally could embellish a card. But maybe we'll put it on a tag. We'll make a quick tag, because I think something long and linear could be really fun. But let's do the things, right? For 3D folders and all the such. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. It's similar to the one Close to My Heart. Close to My Heart came up with it. I don't know that one either, right? I don't know that one either. Under a Rock is Where I Live. So I grabbed a few things because I know for sure I want a ribbon on here. And then I found my own stamps that I could use and cut out. So this set is the Evergreen and Holly set. Or I found this die set from Sizzix, Stampin' Up. Look at, it's an older one. But we could die cut. So you'll need something like that, because I think that would be fun. And I'll just grab my little like mini die cutting machine and we can do that. So either way, if we make a tag or embellishment, you could use it for either thing, right? This could totally go on a layout. But let's do the thing. So let's start with, what do we want to start with? A card? Because I think this is going to be pretty straightforward. This one, I think you could just put a die across it, like a die cut word or phrase. We could decorate it with gems, or with the pops of color, or with stickles. But you don't really need much on here, right? The art is really, and the pretty is just in the simplicity of that pattern. So let's make a card first, and the tag, and then the layout. I told my mom, I'm going to come down and have time to, I'm going to prep everything, and then this freaking family of mine expect to be fed. And I don't, if is anybody out, am I the only one who at this point in my life would not care if I never had to make dinner for people again, ever? I said to my family when I was upstairs, I'm coming back. I'm not coming back in my next life, not as your mom. so I don't have to do all the things, right? But look, I don't really have to die cut right off the bat if we start looking at some of my stuff. Hello, that would work. Or you could even put it upside down or sideways like a bow. But we'll decide. Don't jump the gun, Vicki. You said card first. Hello, Kim Hiska. How are you doing, my friend? How are you feeling? Nope, not the only one. I'm just done. I'm done. I don't want to have to do those things. I don't want to cook anymore. So that's how I was feeling. I was coming down here bitter tonight. I was bitter about cooking and cleaning and doing all the things. So this right now is a 5 by 4.5, right? So we could use it like, I might use it the long way, right? So it is a 4.5 by 5. So what card base should I use for that? It's going to be a white one, and then I'll mat. I don't hate cooking. I just hate cooking for everybody else. And then like I wonder too, everyone just ordered. They're probably gonna be wondering, like, why did we just have a mass ordering of I need to order one. I need to go and order one. You guys are gonna sell them out again and I'm not gonna get one. They're all gonna be gone, man. So for my card size, should I do like see a 5 by 6? 5 by 7. 5 by 7. Should I do a 5 by 7? But look it's not going to give me much, is it? So what is a weird card size? Could I create monsters? I do, Julie. Isn't that funny? Because they're going to be probably like, why do we just have it like this? Like, why do we just sell out of all of them? It's because we were talking about it. And you guys are like me. And if it makes this whole experience just easier and fun, I love the tools. Like, I never will be sad about buying the tools. Like, now I want the Gina K thing. I want the other one. Order one now, Vicki. We'll wait here live. The idea of cooking dinner after a work day is depressing. Throw something on a plate in the least amount of time in the kitchen. I agree, Donna. And I think now, I think it's a woman thing. And sorry, men, if you're out there, but I would happily eat cheese and crackers or cut up vegetables and be happy. A bowl of popcorn. There's some days where I really don't want to cook. I can happily make a meal out of a bowl of popcorn. And we were at the liquor store today, and I am Canadian. So in Ontario, it is called the liquor store because it is the LCBO, right? The liquor store. It is all like government run. So it's the liquor store. And there was a wine there. We were looking for some wine, and it was called popcorn, and it pairs well with popcorn. And I thought, there you go. That's what I need for Christmas. I need a bottle of popcorn wine and a big bag of Smart Pop, and I'd be the happiest person in the world, right? Valerie, I love you, man. Valerie ordered me one. I'm going to her house and picking it up. We're having a sleepover. We need to make that plan maybe next week. Val, if you're up for it, I would really like a girl's day before you take off on me. Okay, let's do the thing. So card base size, what are we thinking? Because now, like, what size can I do? Can I make as my card makers out there? Can I make any card size? Can I do anything that I want? Or do I have to make, right? That's a meal, a 2-course meal right there, I'm telling you. And finish off maybe with some like chocolate covered almonds or something. There are days where like I'm quite happy for that meal. No, Rhoda, you have a kitten. What's a Rhoda? Beth, what's a Rhoda? 6 by 6. Okay, let's do a 6 by 6. Challenge accepted. 6 by 6. Oh no, I got to get a different size paper then. So give me a minute. I got to find something bigger, because 6 and 6 is 12. That was me kicking my garbage can. I'm not lying when I say it's a freaking mess in here. Oh my gosh, someone save me. Okay, I'm just trying to find something. Here's some foundations. That'll work. Let's make it on foundations paper. Seriously, friends, I'm a hot mess. Hi, Catherine. Like, it's serious, right? I am living in chaos. Does anyone feel like it like that? Am I alone? That some days I just feel like it's all kind of out of control. And then drinking cherry Coke makes it super fun. You need to have a house sitter with OCD. I need something like that, right? I just need to stop for a little bit. That's what I think I need to do, is really just slow down and get the things done, because that's right. When you do too much, you will run out of steam. And I'm feeling like it's coming. That's why we will do our lives, we'll do the things, and then I will take a forced, trying to find my ball burnisher. There it is. A forced break. Like, I need to just do nothing but I can't sleep here in the Netherlands. Just bought a house this afternoon. Good for you, Ellen. Oh my goodness, that's very exciting. The holiday break, and then we go on a vacation, Brenda. So tell me I'm not some crazy lady, but that's what's happening. It'll be good. And then I'm going, but at least it's a family vacation. So I'm going, and I am just going to relax. So I'm using foundations paper because it was the only white paper I could find down here. 6x6 is the card size, so I cut a 6x12 piece. And then I have some ideas. So let's think about this, because we could art it up a little bit more if we wanted to, right? Could art it up a little bit more. And let's make a decision now, because this is how I look at it. Like, so now we have our base. Let's see what this is going to look like when we layer it on here, and decide from there what we want to do. This is going to be a pretty bulky card, but so now I'm feeling like I want to put it like that. And I'm very much digging this. So there's things that I feel like sometimes I think by just highlighting, like I could literally put this on as white on white and be quite happy with it, and even curve it a little bit so it just looks like a little piece of hand painted art, right? And you could put it up higher and just have a sentiment underneath, and maybe just a bow, and then just lightly embellish it with some. That's the vibe I'm feeling from this, is to keep it super simple. So I can mat it, or I could not mat it. So I just want you guys to know it would be totally okay if you made this just white on white. I did get cardstock, so we could look at matting it. And let's look. If I went with a very thin green mat, because then I could put my bow and all my embellishment in red. I don't mind that. I have a red mat. See, and this is a little bit too much for me, because I know I want my gems and stuff to be in red, but it's beautiful. I could do a pink mat, but then I have this other idea. What if I get one of my stencils that is an all over background stencil, and we stencil this white? Even just leave it like this, don't even mat it, right? I would just pop it with foam dots, and then your mat is actually light and shadow, right? So here was another idea that we could do, is with, what stencils do we have here? Anything? Or do I have to grab one? Because I'm thinking like something like, let's like tiny stars or something. You could stencil the whole background of that. Do I have anything that's already done that we could just lay it on top of? Wouldn't that be cool? That could be cool if I had that. Or let's look, what do we have in here? No, I'm really, ooh, that could be fun. Look at that. could mat it on that. Now that's more of a Vicki vibe. You know, like mat it just with that black and white. I'm going to cut that and I'm going to try that. I kind of like that. Can I show you something that could be cool? Going to anyway. I ask you, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm thinking, what if we tore the edge? Like, so it looks like a piece of torn, like notebook or newspaper print. And put that guy on there, but then just tear the bottom of it. So let's try that. Oh yeah, gold edges. That'd be cool. Do we want to do that? Because we have the things to do that with, right? So I'm hoping some of you made the things, because now I want to see you do these things that you are suggesting. So we have lots of different resources. See what I'm saying? And then we could make gold around the edges, right? But like tear that. Do you see what I'm saying? I like that. I like it. I like the gold idea. So what we could do then is just paint like a little gold edge, just so it looks like gold around the edges. Want to do that? Let's try it. I'll do it. So what am I going to use? It's going to be a little coppery, but I'll put this on the edges. My watercolor. Now the magic with this is there's so much pigment in it, I don't have to make it super wet, right? I just have to get this going. Because I won't use a lot of water, it'll be more pigment. So let's test it on a scrap. Just do it on the edge here. So this is what I'm thinking. So this is more copper, which I'm not hating. And this is what we're going to do. And just make it like this coppered edge. What do you think? And when that dries and the moisture leaves, it'll just have a copper edge around there. You could use the paste, yeah. But these watercolors, and I don't know where my other set is, which has the true gold in it. You could put a photo in the middle if you wanted to use this for something other than a card, right? But I don't want it to be overwhelming. It's going to look like it's just kind of dipped in copper. So see? Love it. And what this is acting like, instead of actually having to really pick a mat, my mat is this gold. Well, it is an antique gold, it is, right? Oh, very pretty, friends. Good choice. Look at what we come up with as a little team community. So just watch, right, that you don't get it on you or don't put your hands in it. Look at that. And less is more. You don't really want a lot. The copper edges. But I do feel like it would be cool to just make it look like have like a little dot in the corner. The copper. Okay, so that has to dry. Do I have any? Yes. So can you guys see that little bit of a copper edge? That has to dry now. I don't really want to heat it and start buckling the paper, but as the moisture leaves, you have this super metallic edge, and it's going to look very pretty now on that. And I am definitely going to foam dot it. So that will be a work in progress. We'll let that dry, right? And then when we put it on our notebook paper or word paper, I love that. This is very Vicki. You know what I mean? Very Vicki. And look at, we made that. And I just really think all it needs is I would just kind of, you don't even have to put the gems on. You could if you want, but I don't think I'm going to. We could do the bow though. Let's grab my die cutting machine and let's see what happens with the little die cut bow. With the little die cut bow. That's why there's always black and white in my Christmas collections. Like I feel like it is required. Where are you, die cutting machine? Got my little We Are cutie, little pink beauty, little cutie. So a bow might go on here, right? So I have these dies. Any die. Like I said, this is called Pretty Pines Thinlets. It's probably 9 million years old because the tape is even changing color. But anything that will create a ribbon, you might have a stamp, whatever. You like my staff meeting posts? If you see me talking to myself, don't be concerned because I'm a small business owner and I'm just having a staff meeting, talking to myself. Just having a staff meeting. It is like, and it's hard because I disappoint people sometimes, right? Because it's like doing the best I can. And sometimes my best is not good enough. And I know it's not, but it's all I got to give. You know what I mean? There are times when it's literally, don't forget, I'm still actively designing my next Christmas collection on top of everything else. So it is a little crazy. It has been a little bit crazy. And I promise things that I can't fulfill right away. So it ends up being where there's no doubt in my mind. I'm like, I understand your frustration 100%. I will try to make it better. But I'm just literally, right, when you're there going, just doing the best I can at this point. It's not very good. Some days it's not very good. And always an upbeat staff meeting. It is, right? Because I'm at work as well, listening and watching, sending and replying to emails. I love that. Maureen, where are you? In what part of the world are you at work right now? Do you know, guys, that I might not use this correctly. So if you're out there going, what the heck is she doing? Just understand that Vicki half the time just throws things and goes, let's see if this works. Because I don't have the time to figure it out. So let's see if I can get a couple bows under this paper. Because I might use it more than once. I think this is how I did it. Is this right? I feel like it is. Feel like it's working. Auckland, yeah, so the time difference, right? Well, and we know, like I said to my husband, we are at the point where I want to do all of the things by myself, but I need to hire some help because I can't, right? That's the other thing. You can't do all the things by yourself sometimes. Pokey tool. I had one. Oh, there it is. Let's see what these bows look like. Oh, that's cute. Right? We have a little ribbon. The puffy stickers, yeah, I had it out. But for this one, I want something. You could totally use that, right? They're right here. I had it out. We did that first. But maybe I just want to use my Barely Arts glue. And I could layer that together and just make a bow. So any bow that you have, you could use a die cut machine. You could use your die cuts. I just went and shopped my stash, as we should. Hire a cook. That would be a good thing. That's what I was saying. Like, do you think I could get like a mini housekeeper? Like somebody who'd come in and just cook a couple of meals for me and clean once a week? Right? I'm sure there's those, you can do that, right? It doesn't need to be a full-time thing. Like even just figure out something, or maybe I'll have to find one of those like meal place things that I can order some meals. The only thing is that really helps me. That's too much glue. It's going to be a lot, isn't it? I'll have to figure that out. I need to check out somebody's Christmas grotto. What is this all about, Michelle? Look at me being all like a pro with using. So even though that glue went everywhere, I can just wipe that up. How long does this glue take to set, friends who use the Barely Art? It's a lot of glue. I got to figure that out. That came out pretty fast. And then I'll just clean it up. Clean it up. Okay, so we're getting stuff prepped. And then we can let it just dry. So the other thing I need to do in the new year, we've talked about this, is I have to go get my eyes done, checked, and decide what kind of glasses situation Vicki Booten needs. Because I certainly cannot see like I used to be able to see. And it is a little on the frustrating side. There we go. Let's look. How are we at? It's a bit runnier than other glues, but sets quickly. Good to know. I love this. So where is this? Is it in Auckland? Do you know these people? Is that why you're calling them by their first name? Do you, Kenzie? You have an eye appointment too? I can't see. I just can't see. And I wonder too, just so you guys know, when I came home today, I went and had a nap, and then Riley came and found me and, what's for dinner? And I'm like, I don't know. You're 22. What are you making? And you came to wake me up for that, you bugger. See? And it could go just like that, or at the top. I love it. I love the simplicity of this, I have to say. And then I think just a sentiment, which could go here. It could be a word. You could die cut a big word. We'll figure that out because I don't have that yet. I will when I post the finished card. But it gives you, I love this. Yep, my son says he gets double vision, so I thought I would give in and get mine done. Yeah. Glasses since 15. Same here. Eye exam next week. Can't see far and can't see close. I can see far perfectly. I can't see close. They came on cruise 1. I need to see that, right? Look at that, friends. Right? With the copper on it. Very fun. And that paint's almost dry. So now you'll see the metallic when the moisture leaves, that white or that watercolor. is super awesome. It looks like you almost dipped it in like a antique gold or brass. So this is going to go on here with foam dots. Let's commit some things. Let's do it. Let's do it. You could also sign it in the corner because it is your handmade art. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I think that would be kind of cool, to be honest with you. You could sign it, and it could be your handmade art. I don't know if everything's completely dry, but let's see. Taking my chances. Don't you think, friends? Like sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Your art can be super simple and be very impactful and beautiful. So you could, if you want to go and embellish it and put a whole bunch of rhinestones on it, or little mini stars could be really cool. You do whatever makes you happy, right? See, the copper oops, look at what happened. I got extra drops because I moved it. We'll be fine. Jingle bells, whatever you want to do, right? You know, if you follow me, I'm sometimes a little less is more. Like sometimes, like I just love that I painted a wreath. So I would just leave it as that because I'm excited that I have a painted wreath. But there are lots of people who like to put tons of embellishments on. Go for it. I always say, whatever makes you happy when you're creating is what you should be doing. So I love the rules of this. I don't even know where this one is from. I have tons of these rolls of adhesive, right? Foam adhesive. And I'm going to see if, I think it's enough, right? Just a little bit of a pop. So I'm going to go with that. Which products did you want linked? Because I can, just know that I don't know if we can look up, but I bet you the little die that I use, I'll find an alternative. I literally found that just 5 minutes before I came on here. So I don't think that exists anymore, the little ribbon, but I feel like at the Greetery or at scrapbook.com or one of the online shops, we could find something that's a replacement. But we will link whatever you want. So just foundations paper, that's what this is painted on. And it makes such a difference. It just does. It doesn't buckle. What am I missing? That one. Yeah, Heidi Swap has a cute little bow, which you'd have to do then through her website, right? Because it isn't sold anywhere else. So you would just have to check out that. Love it. Okay. So there, look at, I just love that. It should work, right? I don't know, but I would think, right, with Heidi. But she does, because she does all the little tags and stuff now, right? But that one for sure. So what do we think at the top? That's what I'm kind of feeling that, right? At the top. That just that little bit of red that's stuck to my finger. That little bit of red. And then I'll put either a sentiment across the bottom in gold, could kind of be cool too, but I think that's pretty. It's just simple. I don't think I'm going to add anything on here because this, out of everything that we did, I'll tell you, this one was my favorite. This one was my favorite. So let's put a little dab of glue. Now I know I don't need to use, I have to stand up to do this so I can center it. Oops. Loving it. And what a team effort, like always. Like, thank you, whoever said, like, dip the edges, or is that what you meant? That I should do the edges in metallic, or did I just make that up? So just gonna look at it. I think it's good. Fun, right? Super fun. Now leave it to dry. My little torn edge. And then I just feel like a little sentiment. Let's look. Do we have anything we could use? Let's look. Like time to sparkle. Because you could even put like a little tag off of here that has your sentiment on there. Do you know what I'm saying? That is just hanging off. Hi, Tracy. Oops, I gotta watch. I'm pressing on my keyboard as I'm doing stuff because, you know, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like something that is just like a little tag off the wreath that could say joy on it or something. Do you know what I mean? Could do that. Or it could also just be down here. What do we have? So festive, time for presents, filled with joy. Look at that. Right? It could just be simple like that. And then what's nice is it be done. I don't have to do anything. If you wanted it matted on something, like you could, oh, that'd be kind of cute. Look it, I'd make it a little bit bigger. We could pop an eyelet in it and just have the tag on there. I like that, right? So I could just make that a little bit longer and then put a little eyelet there with maybe the copper eyelet. I like that. Or hanging off. What do you guys think? Like that. Let's make it longer to start. Hanging, you like that? So I'm going to make the tag a little bit longer. And then we have to see, because for sure I know I have a copper eyelet. Oops. I thought I'm liking it a little bit better at the bottom too, but we'll decide, right? I'm making the little tag. See, card making is a lot of work, right? It is like a whole different thing. And if you think like, oh, if you were a scrapbooker who then becomes a card maker, it's still time consuming, isn't it? It is still a time consuming craft. That's, I'm liking it, like kind of like on there. Right, and it'll go there. Let's get something to make the eyelet. Let's get something to set an eyelet. Is our copper one in here? Let's grab 12 different crocodiles. Okay, you ready? Because I feel like now we need the, do we want the copper? That's what I'm thinking, right? Little copper one. Eyelets. I hope you didn't throw all of them away. So this is like from scrapbook.com. I love all their storage stuff, right? And then I just put my eyelets that I use in here. And I love that. Fits in my drawer. Lickety split. Let's poke a hole of kind of where I want the eyelet. Let's try to straighten my tag out a little bit too. Because look at that's a little curvier. Better. Like that. Very good. Kind of find a center spot. Like where will I want that eyelet to go? I think like here. I'm going to poke my little barely glue poker through so I can figure out when I go to punch the hole. Which size do you think it is, Vicki? Definitely the bigger one. Vicki can't see. So now Vicki's got it with her eyes that don't work as well anymore. Hope for the best. Pretty good, eh? Pretty good. And then we'll put our eyelet in. Little copper eyelet. Get our eyelet setter. Put it in there. And squeeze. And there we go. I'm not very good at using my crocodile. I'm not going to lie. Probably don't have it set on the right thing, but you get the gist. So if you got this card in the mail, don't judge my eyelet punching setting, okay? I like that. Okay. The old setter and hammer. Look it. I love it. I love it. Filled with joy. So that's what we're going with. We're going to say that that's it. Because sometimes you got to just go with it and have the project done. Right? So I want to curl it. So it's on like a little jaunty angle. Or do you like it straight? Filled with joy. I like it jaunty. You do whatever makes you happy. Jaunty angle for the win. And there, I have a Christmas card done out of my own art, right? I have a couple of them, but it really, I should play with it so I can know which set. It should probably have been that one. Because if you don't set it on the right eyelet setter, it crushes the middle a little bit. So you know how I roll. So there's one project done with the help of my friends. So thank you, friends, for the suggestions. I love the copper painted edge and the hand painted goodness. And then remember, this is just out of necessity. It was sitting here, so I used it. And I like the texture and the puffiness. So that is the finished card. What is Natalie saying? And you said me too? Me too, Natalie. Missed it. I think we can get her to move it. Move what? What is bugging you? What are we needing to move? Do I have shit, poop, crap everywhere? Sorry. What happens when Vicki's tired? Usually I'm very good with the profanity, but tonight I squeezed a little bit of it in there. So what do you want me to move? What's bugging you? Okay, let's put these bits away. I try to keep you happy. Vicki doesn't listen. Why don't I listen? Oh, to move my how I put my tag on. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, right? I need to go see Ross's house now. I need a trip back to New Zealand, it looks like. The tag. You wanted it straight or you wanted it under here? So what are you guys saying, like this? You liked it better like that? What are you telling me? Is this what you wanted? Is that, tell me what you liked better, like this? I just found it covers too much of my wreath up. I like my hand painted. You like it straight? You want it down here? I still can move it wherever you guys think. You tell me, what did you like it better? Do you see what I'm saying? It just, everything's linear, so I like to just throw a little wrench in it. So filled with joy. But I don't care. It could go, it could be, I could repositionable tape it, and if I mailed this card to anybody, they could put it wherever they wanted, right? So I don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's my thought process, is if it's straight on, I just feel like it's a lot of with the words behind it, right? A lot of that going on. But I thought on an angle a little bit, on a little jaunty angle, it was fun. But like I said, I don't know. I don't want it to look like cockapoo-poo, right? I feel like looking at it, right? I like that. So I will commit and then I will read. I tried it. I showed you lots of different ways, right? I don't know. I like that. So friends too, if you're like, I don't want to make cards, this could be a page in your album. This could be a pocket in a 6x8 album, right? You could have done all of this and made it a pocket and you could put photos behind it, right? So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. You know, like I don't, friends, understand once it's made, I really don't care. Like for me, it's a process of making. I don't make with a purpose. I never send a card anywhere. Some of the stuff I know, get ready to go, oh my gosh, I can't believe she just said it. Some of it just goes in the garbage because right once it's made, I'm like, that was fun, and I move on. I should really, you know what I want to do? This is, with that list that you guys, the never ending list of things Vicki would like to do. I would really like to start making art that I sell on my website. Like, so when I make something from my gel plate or whatever, that I put it up there, and I could either do some of it as prints or just sell the originals. Because I would like to do that if it's something you were excited about, you could have it, right? Send it to me. Don't throw it away. I'll pay the postage. I'm crazy like that, right? Especially when I get on those cleaning things, right? Dina does it. I think a lot of the mixed media artists do it because I have like little pieces all over, and I would really like to start put them in your kits as presents. That'd be fun, right? It's just because we just pack boxes, so I wouldn't know. Like it wouldn't be a favoritism thing. It would just be in there. Oh, put samples in random orders. That's a great idea. I'm gonna have to remember that and just take a box of it and bring them into the new space. And then we could do that. I love it, right? So look at, for this as a tag, we could do it as a more of a narrow tag too, right? Like it could be something like that rather than going in. Let's think of something fun here. So for sure, I want to embellish this one. So let's decide what it's going to be. Some like a flat embellishment or gems. And it could be where the little ones go in, or I literally try to decorate some of these ones. You were trying to heat emboss a sentiment with a Ranger Gold embossing powder, but every time I tapped off the powder, it left dark smudges around the letters. Any thoughts? It is, what kind of paper are you doing it on, right? So when you tap the powder off, it left smudges. Can you use a paintbrush around it and brush off instead of rubbing off around? Because I'm just trying to think, right, of why that's doing that. So I want to embellish this guy. So I'm going to put, not on all of them, I'm going to highlight some of these berries. And this has multiple colors, so I think it'll be fun. So I put a dark one. We'll put the medium right here. And just embellish a couple of them. I might end up doing them all. We'll see. Did you use ink or an embossing pad? Yes, because the embossing pad, if there was extra ink right on there, that could have happened. So just highlighting a few of them, right? Popping a couple up. I think I'm going to do all of them. After I said I wasn't going to, I'm going to do all of them. Because I like that. Do, 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 do. I'm putting all of them on. And it just happened that the little circles that I drew, or at the end of my pencil, worked perfectly. I love that. Look at that little bit of texture now on the hand drawn with the copper. Yeah, I'm not sure, Kenzie. That's what I would, because some of those embossing powder, because it is like little pieces of like plastic, right? So if there's pigment in it, it makes me wonder if like if you put pressure on it, it just leaves a smudge. So I like that. Very happy with that little bit of texture. Now let's decide, because I really feel like this needs to hang from something, right? So that was what I was thinking as a tag. So we can do another eyelet on the top, right? But I could layer this with a piece of paper. So I'll show you what I'm thinking. Here's my thoughts. Where did I put the paper pad? Where are you, paper pad? My little friend. I've lost you, but I found you. Do, 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 do. Oh, so we could get woodsy. Did we pull that one out yet? Did we use the stars before? So look. Like we could do like an earthy version of this. What do we think? Let me try it. I'm gonna do, just because this piece of just is just sitting here. Let's use it. Right? So I need this to be slightly thinner. Cut that. That's my measuring tool. I'm sorry, Kenzie. That is so not fun. But don't give up, because that's where the learning and the best stuff comes from, is the making mistakes. And now you're on here with a whole group of people who are going to offer you advice, like things that could help. And you might end up coming up with a solution that makes the it all the more rewarding, if that makes sense. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's do something like this. And then I'm going to put maybe a black piece underneath. But what I'm thinking is that it would be fun as a flag banner. Well, let's see. Am I going to be able to do this and have it line up the same? I wonder. How do you do this, Vicki? And get the same angle? Maybe like this. I know that I'm going to cut it right about there. Let's try it. Let's see if it works. Pretty close enough. Pretty close enough, right? Do, 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 do. I don't even know if I don't need another layer underneath it. Oh, let's try that. And then I'm going to make that a little bit longer. Let's glue it. Let's commit. Yeah, I find when you're on here, like, look it. And you'll know if you've hung out with me a long time, you guys make great suggestions. Sometimes I'm even less stubborn and I actually listen to the suggestions. Sometimes I don't. And I do what I want when I want. Right? It is a crazy thing like that. I always make the joke, right? You guys will tell me, try this or do this. And then I'll go, yeah, that's a great idea. And I just do what I want. And that's terrible, right? What is wrong with me? I overglued. But so I'm trying to keep this. I have a thing for traditional tonight, don't I? So you know it'd be fun. So I have an idea. You ready for it? What if I put 2 eyelets and then lace some twine, and then there's a bow at the top and it hangs with a bow? Do you see what I'm saying? Put 2 eyelets and then run twine through it, glue that down, and then center my bow where the top of the little pieces. I think that would be fun, right? Gold thread. Well, it'll be whatever I have, but I love that. I love that if I had it. Or ribbon, right? But that could be fun. So there it is. So you see what I'm saying? Put an eyelet on either side and then run twine. What do we thought? Here, let me show you. Might not even need the eyelets unless we want to embellish with it. But you know I always have my twine here. Let's find it. You know I always have my twine until I move it and I can't find it. It doesn't have to be this, but it's what's right here, right? So. Other thing I could do is notch out each side and then just wrap the twine. But this is what I'm thinking. Pull it longer, you crazy lady. Right. And then that kind of idea, right? Which I can untie this and do it again, but just let's see if we like it before we commit. Because I actually don't think I need the eyelets. I think it would look nice just with the twine at the top. Like that kind of jam, right? Doot doot. right? I like that. Do we like that? A bookmark, yes, or a tag, right? Because you could totally hang this on if you were going somewhere and you were giving a bottle of wine or cookies. It could go on your baked goods, right? So I'm going to commit that. So I'm going to show you a little trick sometimes that I do. I will take my little hole punch and I will just notch. See the little notch? Because then my twine will sit in it, at least part of it. So I'm going to notch that again. And it doesn't have to be straight because I'm going to put it on a wonky angle. So now when I put my twine on, it doesn't move on me initially. Right? Now I can put that in there and tie my knot and it stays put. A little trick. It's a little trick. Hello from hot Australia. How are you? Is it Thursday there? And what time of the day? What time of the day is it there? There we go. And remember, sometimes it's like just using it. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to get her done. And that is my thought process sometimes. I'm going to use what I have right in front of me that I don't have to go look for and do something with the art that we make. So now I can play with this ribbon to try to get it straight before I commit and pull it tight. And then I can always adjust that gigantic bow. There. Love it. Hold it. And then I pull the legs of the ribbon. There we go. Very nice. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. I will probably glue it. I will glue my ends so they don't fray. And then let's commit this guy. And then finish it. Love it. Love it. 34 degrees Celsius. It's 1:25 in the afternoon on Thursday. Oh my goodness. Like, look how awesome that is. Us watching from all parts of the world. And what time is it in New Zealand right now? Gotta be careful with your glue, you crazy lady. That song is in my head. It must have been on the car ride home from the dentist today. And now it won't go away. 3:25 on Thursday. Love it. Okay, so now I will snip these to clean up the edges. And then I will take adhesive and I'll put a little dot of the glue and I twist it. So then my ends won't fray, right? And now it would be nice to tie in the black. So we could put a word across here. Do we have anything? Wishes? That could be fun, right? Holiday wishes could go on there. That could be a good one. It's a little big. What else do we have? Cheerful, joy. But I'd snip it out of that, right? If I use the joy, I would just snip the circle out because I wouldn't put a circle in a circle. Cheerful. Cheerful could work. But I kind of like the holiday wishes. Let's see. And I probably have holiday and something else too. But look at. You could totally do something like that. It's too big. That's my thought. It needs to be smaller. I like the idea if I could shrinky dink it down. Shrinky dinky it down.
I'm going now.
Whoa, hello, beautiful girl.
Hi.
Okay, have fun, make good choices. Okay, they're all coming down now.
Hi.
Hi, oh, beautiful. Have fun, make good choices. Do you need a ride tonight?
I think Tommy. I think Taylor's friend PDA, but
Okay.
we never know.
Let me know.
So
Okay.
love you.
The girls are here. Everybody have fun.
Thanks. Thanks. Okay, love you. Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Love you too.
Love you.
They're funny. They're going out. I'm going to go to bed. Right? So we'll think of something because I'm thinking, what about the 25? That's smart. SMRT. The number 25. I love that. I love that. I love it. We're doing that. So I want to pop the base of this up. I just feel like you know me. I'm going to put a foam dot right here. I love it. 25, Shell. So smart. Just a 25. Let's look for one because I did grab. Because if I can't find it here, I will search all of my thicker world. I love that. But I feel like it needs to be a certain letter. 25. I love this. And it could be an embellishment, right? Like, look at. But this is not big enough scale wise. But look at. Let's try this. Let's see. Like, what if we do 25? Right? Idea. And then a word underneath it. From 25, time together, time home for the holidays, like you could do, right? 25, home for the holidays. Look, it's not in stone, but do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it needs to be black though, but I'm loving that. But I need a different thicker. Sorry, friend, you do not fit the bill. I need black. Oops, I just wrecked that too. Sorry, friend. So that's not straight, but I like that. With the woodiness, kind of has that little holiday vibe. So I'm putting that home for the holidays, and then let's find a number in black. Give me a second. You know I'll have one. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's look through Vicki's 20 million stickers. Such a great idea. Oh, look it. We also can go, what are these from? Warm Wishes, maybe? Is there a 25 on here? There is. Look at 25th. I love it. I love it. 25th. You could handwrite the 5th, but you could also have it in thickers. No, I'm not going to lie. Where are you, Pokey Tool? I love it. So we actually use this to create an embellishment. Very good. this over. Boop, boop. So did any of you guys watch that new Eddie Murphy Christmas movie? I think it's only on, it's on Prime here. I think it's on Prime. 25th. So what's fun is we use this pretty much like an embellishment, like an icon ephemera or something. Look at 25th, home for the holidays. I love it. And we could still add another element if we wanted to. Do, 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 do. A little star, a snowflake, maybe nothing. Remember, sometimes we talk about just leaving it, but these could be very fun. Too big. Let's find a smaller one. I love it. Totally love it. Love it. There we go. Look at that, friends. But like that better. There we go. Look at that. So we could embellish it a little bit more. Like I feel like putting something else at the top would be cute. Like just a little maybe scalloped edge. Do, 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 do. But I like it as an embellishment. I just feel like it needs something up there. Don't know what it is, but I'll figure it out. Less is best. Yep. I just feel like just the edge, just something along the edge. You'll see what I'm talking about. We aren't going to leave this here necessarily, but you'll get the gist. Is it all the way in? I don't know. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Just something along the top. Maybe not. Maybe not. Just go with it. I should have done the eyelet though. Would have been good. But you get what I'm saying. I might just trim some of that off. Just feel like it's something. Something's not right. Nice, now stop. I can't do it, Lynn. Something isn't right. I feel like some of that just has to come off the top. Can I do it, Lynn? I'm gonna try. We'll see if Vicki ruins everything or not. Let's see if we see what I'm talking about. Like that better. Want that bow to be the top more. There. Okay, boop. It's good enough, right? But you see what I'm saying? You don't have to put any of that ribbon on it. And look it. So if I was doing a layout, right? it could totally be part of my layout, couldn't it? That could totally be an embellishment. You could totally use that on an embellishment. As an embellishment. I love it. I love it. So we've made something out of those things. Now let's throw a little bit of a layout together. I was saying layout and licking my finger at the same time. So that was a little gift of crazy. An embellishment, right? Totally could be an embellishment. Now this is what I was talking about. So let's show you some options. So we could do a photo strip that could have two 2x3 photos on it. So let's do this as a 3. We'll cut one of these as a 3. And a 3. And then we could also, let's do, what is the width of that right now? Is a 6 by 4. Just showing you for photo options, okay? And then we could do a 3.5 by 4.5. And this is what I was talking about. When you have a wreath or a circle. Are you back, Brenda? Is your connection back with us? So if we, would I cut these two? 3. So for 2, 3, and 3, 6. 6. Let's do these 7 inches long. Seven and a half, just for fun. Did anybody get the Epson Picture Mate 400 during the holidays shopping season? Like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Because I think on here would be really fun. You could do, look at 2 photo strips like that on here. So I would put 2 by 3s on here, and you could do like or squares, right? But wouldn't that be fun with just 2 little photo strips, 1 photo strip, right? You could do 1 photo strip. So you have that option. You could just do a 4x6. Remember I said through the middle, and then having like a banner strip, and then your title. You could do it like that. You could do a 4x6 and a 3x4 like this. So do you see already? You don't need a lot. You have all this business going on. So I wouldn't be covering my art. I would just be putting my photos on here. So you could do this, right? So tell me what what you'd like me to, how you'd like me to decorate that, right? The only reason I ask, right, is then with the Epson, or if you have already have your, what's the other one? I just forgot. It's called the selfie, the other one. Just doing smaller photo sizes, right? You bought the new precision trimmer. Did you get it yet? Do you love it? I'm going to order one. I just haven't had a chance to do it. So what are we thinking photo size, right? Do you like the strips? Right? The photo strips. I could do 1, I could do 2. You could do a photo strip with the 3x4. I just want to know how you want me, which photo size do you want me to use? The strips? Okay, let's do it. 2 of them. Because we can do that. And I think I'm going to keep this simple. I think it's just going to be photo strips, title, and embellishment on this. Let's decide which side I want to use them on. Right, so imagine that. And then you would have your 2x4 photos. One strip and a smaller mat. And then my photos are going to be like a 2-ish. Let's see. Can I do 2 1/4? By 3 1/4. I want to put them on here so you can see spatially what we're looking at. You could do like a fake photo booth, right? Because you could do squares too, right? If you wanted to. 2 1/4. So that's what my photo sizes would be: 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So that would be kind of your idea, right? With your photos. If you wanted to do the smaller one. It's a mess in here, isn't it? And those could definitely be on pattern paper if you want, instead of just red cardstock. Like if you think that would be better on pattern paper, you could do that. If you want to see more of your layout, you didn't want to do 2 strips, but maybe 1 strip and the 3x4, that could be your business, right? Going on like that, right? Or like this, if you think. Let's glue that down. I'm going to glue the mats down when I find my adhesive. There it is. So this Friday, would you like me to do the gel plate? Because I need to wrap my head around what technique we're going to do. Or drawing Christmas trees. Okay. So I know for sure gel plate. Got to wrap my head around that. So I'm going to do these two because then it makes lots of people happy. We'll do these 2 sizes, okay? Yeah, the bells are going to be, one of you guys jumped the gun and even made what the idea. Which glaze, Donna? We could use the new one on the gel plate too. So I feel like that's going to kind of be the layout. Now let's decide what we're going to embellish this guy with. Where did I put the stuff? Where did I put my stuff? Here's some stuff. So when you're looking at this, we could do things that you highlight around your tree. So you could use your chipboard shapes and you could put stars around the tree, which could be very cool. Yeah, the new one, right? You could use it on a gel plate. We could do that. Oops, I just dropped all my chipboard on the floor. So we're not going to be using the chipboard per se. Well, maybe, because that black I think could be really impactful on here. But I did just drop all of it out because I'm telling you, I was in bed before I came on here. Because Devin and I were driving home and I kept falling asleep in the car. So I went, I really need, oh, that could be fun. Look at. So let's look at that. Like that could be a possibility with something in there. Maybe. Because we drew last week. So if we do gel plate this week and then create with our gel plate, right? Prints. And I know that not everybody necessarily has the gel plate, but I think that's what this Friday will be. Oops, what happened, friends? What did I do? You can see me now, right? Just a second. I don't know what I did. Hi. Hi. So you saw me going underneath the table and all of that and all of my loveliness. Vicki, what a piece of work you are. I must have bumped something, Brenda, when I was dropping everything on the floor. The other thing Vicki must do is clean up this space because it has got, you like the double Vicki. It has got out of control. Right? It's out of control. So let's look. All different things we could do. Well, we could use a Christmas bird. It's Natalie's favorite. Cute on here, though, couldn't it? Right? Maybe you could make it very holiday. Santa could be on there. The deer could be very cool on here too. Snowman. Snowman. Capture the joy. Let's look. The little deer. That could be cool. Right? It is probably one of my favoriteest things. I would have deer in multiple collections. That little deer. Is it not the best? I could happily have that guy on a lot of things. I love it so much. There's no big words in that. Because now I want a big title. Like I want a big title on here. So Merry Christmas, it could be. This could be like a Merry Christmas layout. Right? No, I don't like that either. But we will figure it out. Yes, we will. Yes, we should make that into a rubber stamp. We should. I'll talk to them about that. I agree. That is a great idea. So now what my thought is like title, big. Like if you had a favorite cut file, like maybe one of Paige's, she's had tons of cut files come out with Christmas. I think a big black cut file, like um uh cheer or something big. Like I feel like it needs to be big, like a big title that I don't necessarily have. Magic moment. See, it's just not big enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am going to look at that. I have a question about the Picture Mate 400. Does it just print 4x6 and 5x7? Yes. But you can fit any size on those two photo sizes, right? So for me, Janine, I think that's how I say your name, right? That's all I use. Or I never would go generally bigger than a 4x6, but I have a large format photo printer. So if I did need to print something bigger or that I could have sent out, but I can put like 3x4s on my 4x6s. I can put smaller sizes using different apps, right? Pull a chipboard from Where to Next or Discover and Create. I could totally do that, couldn't I, Natalie? If I can find anything. But that's what I want. One of my big handwritten ones. 100% Natalie D'Souza. Let's see. Do I have something handy? You get what I'm saying, though. It needs to be big and impactful because we don't want to mess with the pretty art. Like the art is there. I don't feel like it needs to be covered. Okay. Where'd you put it, lady? I feel like it needs to come from. Then watch this. Just had another idea. Just had another idea. And this one might be just as good. Oh, look. Look at this. What if we create a base that we can then build on? What if we do that and then do our title on top? We could totally do something like that, couldn't we? So create what I needed to make my title. I don't know if Deary's going to go on there, but right? And it also could go up here. That business could all happen up here instead of at the bottom. I kind of am digging that. Make all my business go on here, not covering my artwork. And then out of the could be like anything, right? Maybe I could do on Christmas Eve. Or we have this, 'Tis the Season. Or look at that, 'Tis the Season. And then that could just go on there. I don't mind that. But I have another idea. So that star cluster. And then because you know, I am going to no, but I do like that. I just got to figure out because I don't want to cover that whole star. So let's see if I can find another one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm going to use the stars. Now it's just a matter of finding what is going to make this work. You know what I mean? Too big. And sometimes it is a matter of just adding and subtracting. But I do like the stars and maybe go with a smaller one too. I do like the stars. Trying to throw more of them on the floor. Excuse me. So these were meant that you can color them too, right? That you can add, some pigment on there. But that is very bulky. So if we did, we have Mary too. Look at that. Oh, yes. Just channel all the black. Hi, Laura. I think this is going to be a pretty simple one. I am going to peel layers off of this chipboard for sure. But I have to say, some version of that is going to happen because I really like that Mary on here. So move that up, this guy up, and look at. So some kind of version of Mary something or other is going to go right there. So let's poke some layers off of this because you know I don't. 'Tis the season to be merry. I love it. So I do remove the bulk because it's all personal preference, right? I just don't like that thickness necessarily on my scrapbook pages. So I like to have the thickness for other things, but then I can make it thinner chipboard by just peeling the layer off. So I love that. We're going to put Mary something and then layer that and then do some kind of little cluster here. But we could add some type of visual contrast with the stars too, couldn't we? There are different sizes too. Maybe with a smaller one on that side, right? A smaller star. And then I might leave this super, super simple. Super, super simple. Because I'm kind of digging it. and then just put some like words on here. And then of course embellish my pattern, right? Simple. I think so. I think just keeping it super simple and put a smaller star right here so I create my visual triangle, right? Could just use Mary. But I also think we could put one of our other things on here too if we wanted to. Don't have to. Let's look on our chipboard sheet. Anybody making a layout with me from yours? What are you guys opting for? What photo size mats kind of Jamio did you use? So I made these thinner so they won't be too bulkety bulk. But I am kind of digging that. A little smaller star. Right, because you don't want to take away from the interest that was your painted background. I think that was this guy's too big. I'm dumping the chipboard for the 28th time. So I want a smaller star. I think he's still too big, but that's better. Is this plain or with the white? Sometimes I'm a purist. And I would like the star to have the same pattern on it. But, oh, there we go. I think and puffy, bright. Yes, I just don't know if it'll show up, right? But I like that, Merry and Bright. I am liking this. So let's see what we have on our puffies, right? On the phone. Oh, and then we have banners. Let's look. Can I find one? Cozy. Just a sec, friends. Joy, joy, happy, happy. You're using the 2x3 photos on a tag made from pattern paper. My wreath is an oval, so the photos are going horizontally. I love that. It is dinner time here. My stomach got too grumbly and demanded attention. I love it. You're working on your Peppermint Kisses album while I watch. I love that, Sylvie. Okay, looking through the chipboards. But you know what I mean? It needs something. Merry wishes. Or we have banner words, which could be really awesome if I can find them. Banner words. And then we'll get into, okay, where did I put the other chipboard, I wonder? Because I might have to, but you know what I mean? You could put Merry Christmas. Look at like that. That could be cool. It's too big. Merry No Peeking. Merry Noel. I don't know where. See, this is what I'm talking about. I want one of these. Something like this. Merry, oh, what fun. Merry Jingle All the Way. Merry Holiday Mixer. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think Merry, oh, what fun. Like, it just needs something simple. But that could be cool up there, too. Oh, what fun. Merry. Wishes. But I don't want to take away from that. I love that. Right? To have time to finish up your Adelaide stuff. I like very simple, right? So Merry Wishes, and then up here says, "Oh, what fun. Jingle all the way." Just kind of decorating this, right? And then we could find or like I think like that's what it needs, just like little words on here. Cheers. We could do that, right? No. Merry cheers. I like Merry Wishes. I like it. I'm just gonna go with it. You gotta do what makes you happy. And that cardinal could come into play somewhere too. I like it. Let's see. Can we make him work? Hi, Wendy. I'm back at school after our infant's day at the park. Kids are watching a movie and I'm watching this. I love that. Very happy to have you here. See, he can be perched. And then let's decide what we're editing and keeping. But oh, okay, I'm going to start committing because I'm really loving it. I'm loving this. Okay, so I'm going to glue. So I want to move that in so I see more of my wreath. Very good, very good. And then we're going to start adding. So I'm going to tack this down and then we're going to foam square it. So tacking it down. Just moving that over so I don't totally cover my photo. Hello. And then there will be some foam dots. Nice to meet you. Right. And then Mary is going to go down here. Like that. So there are things we could do. I would like to find a gold pen because don't you think it would be cool to put just some polka dots on the Mary with a metallic? So if I could find one of my metallic paint pens, what do I have? Anything here? That could be very cool. So that could be it's going to happen. I like the Merry Wishes and I do love this guy here. Perched like that. So we'll commit him. So thank you for hanging out because I know, like I said, a lot of people won't even know I was on because I posted it. But if Jill is still here, are you still here, Jill Bushart? I said I was going to get a calendar up and everything. This is just not a normal Christmas year for me. Having been away for 6 weeks, really kind of made it harder to do some of the things. Do you know what I mean? Like some of the things I'm like, I'm going to get a list up and we'll do the things. And I'm just happy I'm here doing the things. This is kind of what it's been more like. I'm here doing the crafting and stuff, but some of the other stuff has been tough this year. I love that. And now we can decide. Right? Oh, what fun. Let's see. The bigger guy here with the oh, what fun. Because I like that he's just kind of spanning the star, and put the smaller one. That could be a thing. Not hating it. Like it. How we doing out there, guys? Am I still? It gets to a point, right, where when I don't see comments, and I always worry that maybe I think I'm live, but it's not on anymore, because it has been known to happen, right? Yeah, it's weird. It's not sure if I think I'm still live. I'm gonna keep working away like I am, because it could just be that the group I have left are not the talkers. And I always worry when no comments come up that it's not working. Oh, there's one. Hi, Julie. How are you? Good. Perfect. Any small pine cones or bows? Yeah, that can be fun as we finish this up, right? I'm going to put this guy on with some glue. Yay. And I wanted to see when you guys was leaving. You said something here. Julie, I was planning my layout with a 4x6 photo, loving your layout, and I want to do another wreath and do this photo layout with my photos I just took last night. I love that, Julie. Well, and there's the magic when we made our own background that you totally could remake it. Don't forget, I have one that's not completed. That was kind of my practice one. So I might be right there with you doing another one as well, Julie. Right? Doing another one as well. Oopie, that has to go there now. That's a big gobber of glue. Oh, Vicki, you're making a mess. You messy, messy girl. But I think it'll wipe right off. There we go. No harm, no foul. Curl up the edges. Making a messes. I do, I like that. Like that. Oh, what fun it is to make Christmas layouts with wreaths that we created on Friday night, but it was Saturday Night Live. I like it. I'm doing it. I'm just committing, because sometimes, right, it's better done than overthought. That is kind of my mantra. It's better just done than overthought. And I am put glue everywhere. That's my problem with wet glue, friends. And I have to say, this one is a very wet glue. I'm hoping it doesn't have a shininess after, because I got it everywhere. Merry wishes. I like it. I like it a lot. There are things we can do. Just making along. I love that you guys are making something with me. Let's make this guy smaller. because, right, you need that visual. Carries your eye around the page. I am loving the black. Black is definitely an amazing Christmas color. And you will see with my new Christmas collection, because it is definitely in there. Black and traditional red, green. Very little anything else. Craft, creams. But the majority of the collection, when it'll come out next year, is going to be very traditional. I love that. Let's do it. Very traditional. Put that guy there. Everything attached? Yes. Look how fun. But you're seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what I'm saying? If I put like little metallic dots on the Mary, I think could be very fun. What are your thoughts on that? And then I think we could still add some glitter to the berries and then glitter up the berries. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, do all the things. But it already has the white, right? So I don't think I want like gel more white on there. I thought the metallic, but we might just leave it. Like, right? Sometimes just leave it. And then I think instead of adding more of anything is just embellishing our berries as a last thing. Let's do this as our last thing, and I'll set this aside to dry. Boop, boop. You ready? I'm going to use Popsicolor. I have this lovely one. Have the color on here. It is a red, beautiful metallic. These are scrapbook.com Popsicolor, which I love. I like the bird too, who's trying to escape. So I would like a word on here and something there. Can we do, let's look. That really is how I would finish it. I feel like we need something. And I think just using the phrases is cute, cool. Oh, what fun. So festive, but it can't be big. It just need to be little. And might not have it. See, I don't want to do too much more on here, but we could layer a star in there. Leaving it. I'm leaving it. I'm just going to embellish around. Sometimes, right? Yeah, you could totally put glossy accents on there, but this, I have this glitter glue from scrapbook.com, which is brand new. So it should be in good working order. My biggest issue, overthinking. You're not alone, Liza. You're not alone, right? And that's why I am going to leave it. I don't feel like it needs any more. Obviously, journaling is a good thing, but if you've met me before, I don't do a lot. But I would really like to say that I could totally put, because it's not attached, I could put a little journaling strip like behind here, right? And I could have hidden journaling too. There's no rules. Or just a date. Sometimes I got nothing to say. It's all said in the photo. Hi, Jill. Love your layout and of course the cardinal. Disappointed we used chipboard Merry Christmas in our album. Any suggestions for anything else? Do you have a Cricut or a die cutting machine? Because like that's, that we use almost everything in the album. That's why, right, when we do this, I end up having doubles of everything because of that. I end up using it, right? So I'm going to use, watch, this is going to be pretty. A die cut. Oh, let's see. Is there a stopper in here? Yep. Don't squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Get that guy out of there. Where are you, tweezers? If you were Vicky's tweezers. She's a messy crafter today there. I'm going to pull that out. Ooh, and splash that all over me. I pull it out with my fingers and wipe my hand off. There we go. So I'm going to get a wipe. Just a sec. Just a sec. Where are you, wipes? Hello, Serenity. How are you, sweet friend? You have a silhouette. I would create a big handwritten word because remember that was going to be my initial thing. Because I feel like, and Jill, I want to see you post it. I feel like a big black. I would be using black and just a handwritten font. Mary, whatever you want. Jingle, whatever you want. Doesn't have to be Merry Wishes, right? I used it out of necessity. So I have this. Oh, it's going to be so good. Look at that. So it is just a beautiful glitter glue that is going to be very pretty on those because there's already color. So I am going to add, starting at the top and work my way around, and we'll let it dry and then I'll post this finished, right? But on just the little berries, I'm going to add the glitter. I'm starting at the top so I don't put my hand in it. So we could do these with glitter, and we could do the round ones with glossy. If I wanted to just put glossy accents on it to give them shine. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. So obviously I have to leave this now because it'd be very easy to stick your arm in the glue. But pops of color for the win. They are clogged. I'm going to use my glue. Vicki. One of my kids turned up at school in full Barbie party dress. I love it. She is a rock star. Good for her. Well, you know. And I went to, what's that store? Are you still hearing that? I went to look at the Barbie stuff. I might have bought myself a few more things, but they did not have the Barbie fan. It still wasn't in. They have not got it. So I did not get that. But somebody just posted something from Australia because I got notification today that I have mail on the way from Australia. So maybe it's the Barbie fan. I don't know, but I will be reciprocating that awesomeness. Okay, I don't like that they have like a little doodad in there, but fun, right? And now those will dry and I'll have pretty little glitter berries around my layout. And I feel like it's enough. Miniso, that's correct. Julie, that is correct. That was the one. Do you see what I'm saying, friends? I think it's enough. I don't think it needs any more. I really love it. So see the little, those are going to dry. I'll have the little metallic berries. And what I was saying, you could take glossy and coat the others. I'll let this dry and decide if it is going to be a thing. There we go. I think that's fun. And then we made, right, our card. from the other one. And this, which I really think could be an embellishment for a layout. Or go on a gift bag or whatever you want to do. But I'm very happy with those. That is what we created today. I got to watch I don't stick anything in, right? Because the glue is wet. But on my very messy desk, I'm sure I'm not alone. We have a layout. We have our card. And we have the little taggy. All from our Saturday night playing and painting session. Let me do this so I don't lose that. Heck yeah, I love these things from scrapbook.com. Right? I love it. For my storage. And it goes in my oh, I just forgot. What is that called? My craft closet. Oh my gosh, Vicki. I can't even tell you what a mess it is in here. It's actually dangerous now. First thing I'm gonna have to do before we play on Friday, because I'll be back on Friday at 8 p.m. and we're gonna do gel plate. And I'm not exactly sure what we're doing yet. We'll have to think about that. I had to put my sweater back on and I'll talk to you guys now. Hi! So that was fun, right? The layout. I don't want the little jelly things to get messy, but love that. That's super fun. And I don't think you need to, sometimes simple is good because you drew that whole beautiful background, right? And then, right? Our card. It's a card. And then our little embellishment, however you want to use that. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. And pretty much a little bit later, I was trying to keep these to 2 hours, right? Because now I'm off to walk the dog. Thank you, Natalie. You're the best. Did you do the tag booklet already? Did I miss that? No, Jane. I don't know if it's going to end up happening. Vicki is burnt out. So that's hard. Maybe we can do something maybe that's what we'll do, the gel plate. How about that? We'll use the gel plate prints as bases and we can do like a quick tag booklet. Because it's going to be generally it's like Friday and then Wednesday. The only problem is, well, we could start it. How about that? We'll do some gel plate prints on Friday and we'll create the shapes for the tag book from that. How about that? And then that's now you just help me decide what I'm going to do with the gel plate. And then everybody else can do whatever they want. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. But we'll do for 4x6 and smaller. So we'll use our gel plate prints. So we'll print front and back of all of our sheets. And then we will turn them into our bases for a quick tag flip book. How about that? And then we're going to finish it off with the painting trees and Christmas ornaments. And I don't know. To be honest with you, I know I'm going to do this Friday and next Wednesday and then probably Friday. And then I think I'm going to take a break. I think I need a much needed break. So we might visit and just have our Christmas cocktail party. But I don't even know what days we have left, right? But I think that's probably what will happen is it'll go to next week. And then there might be a little break because I think that I need it, right? Because you guys will be like, but you had a break because you're away. But the 6 weeks I was away was work, right? It was exhausting. So I want to be sure that I'm fresh for the new year. So with that being said, I think that's what we should do is just have a Christmas cocktail party and then just chat and we can talk about our plans for the new year. I think that would be a lot of fun that I could tell you guys what my plans are and dates and all the rest of it and upcoming events and everything for the new year so that we can just have a little visit. And then if you feel like being there, you can. And if not, you don't have to, right? But that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed tonight. they turned out better than I even thought they would. So that's very exciting. I think the little cardinal was perfect. Perfect on there. So thank you for joining me. If you weren't live, but you joined after the fact, still leave a comment, please. I'd love to hear from you because it's always nice when you're out there to have a little convo with me. I love that. If you haven't already, make sure you give a thumbs up to the video on YouTube or like and subscribe. And then if you're watching on Facebook, make sure that you are liking and following the artist page because that's always nice. And then give a heart or a comment or a like or whatever on all the things, all the things I'm supposed to tell you guys to do and whatever, right? But thank you so much. I'll be back on Friday, this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time for another live, and we're going to be using gel plate. We're going to be doing some prints that will be our base for our tag flip book. Because thank you for what size gel plate, whatever size you have. I'll probably use my 8x10 because I think that'll be perfect to print 8x10 sheets of just regular old paper that I'll just be using like a thinner cardstock like this for my bases, which is just a pack of white cardstock. And then we can turn that into our tag book, right? So we'll try, I think that we should have we will print at least 6 pages that we can then use for the tag book base. And you can use dies, like you could use large tag dies or like a French label die, whatever you want to do that with. So that's the only other thing I probably will have is I'll die cut snowflakes, stars. So you can decide what you want to do. If you want to make your tag book into a shaped tag book and you have a large 6-inch die that you can use, that would be great, which I probably will. I have a whole bunch from scrapbook.com. So that's probably what I will do. What medium? It will be paint. And then may add a little bit of, but I might save that, friends. You could use it if you want to, the new glaze from with my Discover and Create class, but I might still keep this all traditional Christmas, this one here, if you want to use it. But I don't know if I want to pull blue into this one, but you totally could. But I will probably use the gold glaze. But you could also use Simon's glazes, which I just forgot what the name of those are. So we probably could do a metallic on it. So I think that would be really fun. Is you'll need whatever you want your base colors to be, and then some type of a metallic glaze you could use, and then a die cut. So a large star, a snowflake, a heart, a tag shape. You could just do them traditional like tags, but I will have my die cutting machine, solar paste and lunar paste. Yes, thank you, lunar paste. I think could be really cool on that, and I'll pull some of mine here so that we have that as well. And we'll do all of the things. So that's what we're going to do. So you could stencil them at the end to put texture on your pages, or you can put it directly on your gel plate, but that's what we're going to be doing. So you'll need a bunch of stencils. You will need paints with whatever base you want for your tag book. You will need dies if you want to cut it, or you could cut them out on your silhouette after. So that's what we're going to be doing on Friday. It's going to be fun. It's going to be messy and awesome. And I'll clean my space so that, and then what am I going to use to decorate it? Peppermint Kisses, of course. So I'm just going to have my icons, all the ephemeras, different titles. And I might do this book, like we could do it with, if it's 6 pages, which could be like just 12 tags of Christmas. So the front and back of each page, you could do that. So it could literally just be numbers with a title on each page. Wouldn't that be fun? So the 12 tags of Christmas. And it would be where I show you just quickly how to decorate it with like basic mats and all that. So that will be on Wednesday, the second part of that class. So it's going to be a tag class, but we're going to create all of our backgrounds with a gel plate, and we'll make our own prints and do a lot of fun things with that. And then we will cut the shapes as well on Friday from our finished art. And then we will gather all our things, and on Wednesday we will make the 12 tags of Christmas. And you could use it as a flip book with a ring, They could be 12 tags of Christmas that you put in your 6x8 album. Whatever you want to do, there's going to be so many ideas. So we will see you later. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you on Friday for the gel plate portion of that. And then the following Friday, I think, is just going to be relaxed. That might be it. We might be wrapping it up with that. And then some giveaways. So next Friday will be, I think, our cocktail party and giveaways. I'm going to give a bunch of gift certificates away to my shop so that you guys and maybe a discover and create kit, the whole weekend event. And I'll just give it as a gift certificate. And that's what you could use that for, whatever you want. I think that could be fun. So we're going to do the things and we'll see you later. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your evening or your day for my friends in New Zealand and Australia and in all of the other parts of the world if it is you're in a different time zone. But we'll see you later, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye, friends.